The small acquaintance, my sudden wooing, nor her sudden consenting, but say with me, I love Eliana. Say with her that she loves me, consent with both that we may enjoy each other. And it will be to your good, for my house and all the revenue that was old Sir Owen's, I will state upon you. And here, live and die a shepherd.
You have my consent. Let it be tomorrow. And thither will I invite the Duke and all his contented followers. But look, you go and prepare Aliena, for here comes my Rosalind.
God save you, brother.
And you, fair sister.
Oh, my dear Orlando, how it grieves me to see thee wear thy heart in a scarf.
It is my arm.
I thought thy heart had been wounded with the claws of a lion.
Wounded it is, but with the eyes of a lady.
Did your brother tell you how I counterfeited to swoon when he showed me your handkerchief?
Aye, greater wonders than that.
Oh, I know where you are. Nay, 'tis true. There was never anything so sudden as the fight of two rams, and Caesar's personical brag of I came, I saw, and overcame. For your brother and my sister no sooner looked, but they loved. No sooner loved, but they sighed. No sooner sighed, but they asked one another the reason. No sooner knew the reason, but that they sought the remedy. And so by degrees have they made pair of stairs to marriage, which they will climb incontinent, or else be incontinent before marriage. They are in the very wrath of love, and they will together. Clubs cannot part them.
They shall be married tomorrow, and I will bid the Duke to the nuptials. But oh, how bitter a thing it is to look at happiness through another man's eyes. By so much the more tomorrow shall I be at the height of heart heaviness, by how much I shall think my brother happy at having what he wishes for.
Why then? Tomorrow I cannot serve your turn for Rosalind.
I can no longer live by thinking.
I will weary you then no longer with idle talking. Know of me then, for now I speak to some purpose. I know you are a man of good conceit. I speak not this that you should bear a good opinion of my knowledge, insofar I say I know you are. Neither do I labor for a greater esteem than may in some little measure draw belief from you, to do yourself good and not to please me. Believe of me then that I can do strange things. I have, since I was 3 years old, conversed with a magician, most profound in his art, and yet not damnable. Your Rosalind so near the heart as your gesture cries out. Tomorrow when your brother marries Eliana, shall you marry her? I know into what straits of fortune she is driven, and it is not impossible to me if it appear not inconvenient to you. To place her before your eyes tomorrow, human as she is, and without any danger.
Speakest thou in sober meanings?
By my life I do, which I tender dearly, though I say I'm a magician. Look, here comes a lover of mine, and a lover of hers.
You've done me much ungentleness to show the letter that I wrote to you.
I care not if I have. It is my study to seem spiteful and ungentle to you. You are there followed by a faithful shepherd. Look on him, love him, he worships you.
Good shepherd, tell this youth what 'tis to love.
Oh, love. It is me all made of fantasy, all made of passion, all made of wishes, all made of adoration, all duty and observance, all humbleness, all patience and impatience, all purity, all trial, and all observance. And so am I for Phoebe.
And I for Ganymede.
And I for Rosalind.
And I for no woman.
It is me all made of sighs and tears. And so am I for Phoebe.
I for Ganymede.
And I for Rosalind.
And I for no woman.
It is me all made of faith and service. And so am I for Phoebe.
And so am I for Ganymede.
And so am I for Rosalind.
And so am I for no woman.
If this be so, why blame you me to love you?
If this be so, I blame you me to love you.
If this be so, why blame you me to love you?
Why do you say, if this be so, why blame you me to love you?
It of her that is not here nor doth not hear.
Enough of this. It's like the howling of Irish wolves against the moon. I will help you if I can. I I would love you if I could. Tomorrow meet me all together. I will marry you if ever I married man. Woman. And I shall be married tomorrow. I will satisfy you if ever I satisfy a man. And you shall be married tomorrow. I will content you if what pleases you contents you, and you shall be married tomorrow. As you love Rosalind, meet. As you love Phoebe, meet. And as I love no woman, I'll meet. Very well, I have given you commands. I'll not fail if I live, nor I.
Nor I.
Tomorrow is the joyful day, Audrey. Tomorrow we'll be married.
I do desire it with all my heart, and I hope it is no dishonest desire to be a woman of the world. Here come two of the banished Duke's pages.
Well met, honest gentlemen.
Well met to you. Come, sit, and a song.
We are for you. Sit in the middle.
Shall we clap into it roundly without hawking or spitting or saying we are frogs, which are the only precursors to shoddy voices?
In truth, and both in a tune, like two frogs on a horse.
It was a lover and his lass, with a hen, a hoe, and a hen on know, that o'er the springtime did pass. In springtime, the only pretty ringtime, when birds do sing. Hey, ding-a-ding-ding, when birds do sing, sweet lovers love the spring. Between the acres of the rye, with a hen, a hoe, and a hen on know, these pretty country folk would lie. In springtime, the only pretty ringtime, when birds do sing. Hey, ding-a-ding-ding, when birds do sing, sweet lovers love the spring. This carol they began that hour, with a hen, a hoe, and a hen on know, how that our life was just but a flower. In springtime, the only pretty ringtime, when birds do sing. Hey, ding-a-ding-ding, when birds do sing, sweet lovers love the spring. So therefore take the present time, with a hen, a hoe, and a hen on know, for love is crowded with the prime. In springtime, the only pretty ringtime, when birds do sing. Hey, ding-a-ding-ding, when birds do sing, sweet lovers love the spring.
Truly, young gentlemen, though there was no great matter in the ditty, yet the note was very untunable.
You are deceived, sir. We kept the time. We lost not our time.
Nay, I counted it lost time to hear such a foolish song. God by you! God mend your voices.
Dost thou believe, Orlando, that the boy can do all this that he hath promised?
I sometimes do believe and sometimes do not, as those that hope they fear and know they fear.
Patience once more, whilst our compact is over. You say if I bring in your Rosalind, you will bestow her upon Orlando here.
That would I, had I kingdoms to give with her.
And you say you will have her when I bring her?
That would I, were I of all kingdoms king.
You say that you will marry me if I be willing.
That will I, should I die the hour after.
But if you should refuse to marry me, you'll give yourself to this most faithful shepherd.
Oh, so 'tis the bargain.
You say you will have Phoebe if she be willing.
Though to have her and death be one thing.
I have promised to make all this matter even. Keep you your word, O Duke, to give your daughter. You yours, Orlando, to receive his daughter. Keep your word, Phoebe, that you'll marry me, or else refusing me to wed the shepherd. And from hence I go, to make these doubts all even.
I do remember in this shepherd boy some semblance of my daughter's favor.
My lord, the first time that I ever saw him, he thought he was a brother to your daughter. But, my good lord, this boy is forest-born and hath been tutored in the rudiments of many desperate studies by his uncle, whom he reports to be a great magician obscured in the circle of this forest.
There is sure another flood toward. These couples are coming to the ark. They're very strange beasts, which in all tongues are called fools.
Salutation and greeting to all.
Good my lord, bid him welcome. This is the motley-minded gentleman that I have so often met in the forest. He hath been a courtier, he swears.
Oh, if any man doubt that, let him put me to my purgation. I have trod a measure, I have flattered a lady, been smooth with my friend, politic with my enemy. I have undone 3 tailors. Behold, these abominable stockings have met their end. I have had 4 quarrels and like to have had 1.
And how was that ta'en up?
Faith, we met and found the quarrel was found upon the 7th cause.
How 7th cause? Good my lord, like this fellow.
I like him very well.
God ill do, sir, I desire you of the like. I come in here, sir, amongst the rest of the country accomplishments, sir, to swear and to forswear, according as marriage binds and blood breaks. A poor virgin, sir, ill-favored thing, sir, with mine own, a poor humor of mine to take that, but no man else will. Rich honesty, sir, dwells like a miser in a poorhouse, as your pearl in a foul oyster.
By my faith, he is very swift and sententious.
According to the fool's bolt, sir, and such dulcet diseases.
But for the 7th cause, how did you find a quarrel on the 7th cause?
Upon a lie 7 times removed. Bear your body more seeming, Audrey. As thus. I did dislike the cut of a certain courtier's beard. I sent him word, if it was not well cut. He said, well, he was in the mind it was. This is called the retort courteous. If again, I say, it was not well cut, he would reply, cut it to please himself, not me. This is called the quid modest. If again it was not well cut, he disabled my judgment. This is called the reply churlish. If again it was not well cut, he would say, I speak not true. This is called the reproof valiant. And if again it was not well cut, he would say, I lie. This is called the capital quarrelsome. And so too the lie circumstantial and the lie direct.
How did you say his beard was not well cut?
I durst go no further than the lie circumstantial, and he durst not give me the lie direct. And so we measured swords and parted.
Could you nominate now and order the degrees of the law?
Sir, we quarrel in print as you have books for good manners. I will name you the degrees. First, retort courteous, second, quid modest, third, reply churlish, fourth, reproof valiant, fifth, counter trick, quarrelsome, sixth, lie with circumstance, seventh, lie direct, or... You may avoid all 7, but the lie direct. You may avoid, but with an if. I knew when these 7 justices could not take up the quarrel, but when the parties were met themselves, one of them, not him, thought of an if as, if you said so, I said so. And so they shook hands and swore brothers. Your if is only peacemaker. There's much virtue in if.
This is not a rare fellow, my lord. He's as good at anything, and yet a fool.
He uses his folly like a stalking horse, and under the presentation of that, he shoots his whip.
Then is there mirth in heaven, when earthly things made even atone together. Good Duke, receive thy daughter. I been from heaven brought her, yea, brought her hither, that thou mightst join her hand with his, whose heart within his bosom is.
To you I give myself, for I am yours. To you I give myself, for I am yours.
If there be truth in sight, you are my daughter.
If there be truth in sight, you are my boss.
If sight and shape be true, why then, my love, adieu.
I'll have no father if you be not he. I'll have no husband if you be not he. Nor ne'er wed woman if you be not she.
Peace! Peace! I bar confusion. 'Tis I must make conclusion of these most strange events. Here's 8 that must take hands to join in Hymen's bands, if truth holds true contents. You and you, no cross shall part. You and you are heart in heart. You to his love must accord, or have a woman to your lord. You and you are sure together as the winter to foul weather. Whiles of wedlock hymn we sing, feed yourselves with questioning, that reason wonder may diminish. How thus we met, and these things finish. The wedding is free to no ground, no blessed bond, no Lord and men, his high men labels every town. I wedlock them we honor and oh honor, I honor and renown. I wedlock them we honor and to high men God of every town, to high men God of every town.
Eunice, welcome thou art to me. Fair daughter, welcome in no less degree.
I will not eat my words, now thou art mine. Thy faith, my fancy to thee.
An audience for a word or two. I am the second son of old Sir Roland that bring these tidings to this fair assembly. Duke Frederick, hearing how that every day men of great worth resorted to this forest, addressed the mighty power which were on foot in his own conduct, purposely to take his brother here and put him to the sword. And to the skirts of this wildwood he came, when, meeting with an old religious man, after some question with him, was converted, both from his enterprise and from the world, his crown bequeathing to his banished brother, and all their lands restored to them again that were with him exiled. This to be true, I do engage my life.
Huzzah!
Hurrah!
Young man, thou offers fairly to thy brother's wedding. To one his lands withheld, and to the other a land itself at large, a potent dukedom. First, in this forest, let us do those things which here were well begun and well begot. And after, every of this happy number that hath endured shrewd days and nights with us, let them rejoice in our return of fortune, each according to the measure of their states. But now, forget this new-fallen dignity, and fall into our rustic revelry. Play music, and you brides and bridegrooms all, with measure heaped in joy, to the measure's fall.
Sir, by your patience, if I heard you correctly, the Duke put on a religious life and thrown into neglect the pompous court?
He hath.
To him will I. Out of these convertites there is much matter to be heard and learned. You to your former honor I bequeath, your patience and your virtue well deserves it. You to a love that your true faith doth merit, you to love and land and great allies, you to a long and well-deserved bed. And you to wrangling, Thy loving voyage is but for 2 months' fiction. So to your pleasures, I am for other than for dancing measures.
Stay, Jacques. Stay.
To see no pastime I, what you would have I'll stay to know at your abandoned gate.
Proceed. Proceed. We will begin these rites, as we do trust they'll end, in true delights.
To see the lady the epilogue, but 'tis no more unhandsome than to see the lord the prologue. If it be true that good wine needs no bush, then 'tis true that a good play needs no epilogue. What a case am I in, then, that am neither a good epilogue nor can insinuate with you on the behalf of a good play. I am not furnished like a beggar, therefore to beg would not become me. My way is to conjure you. Now I'll begin with the women. I charge you, O women, for the love you bear to men, to like as much of the play as please you. And I charge you, O men, for the love you bear to women, for I perceive by your simpering none of you pays them, that between you and the women the play may please. If I were a woman, I would kiss as many of you as had beards that pleased me, complexions that liked me, and breaths that I defied not. But as many of you have good faces, or good beards, or sweet breaths, will, for my kind offer, when I make curtsy, bid me farewell.